What role do you think the figurative mask has in the lives of educators and students in the school setting?
I think as like a teacher, we all understand that like students are coming in with these masks on, you
Mhm.
know. So there could be, students that on the exterior are showing that like they don't care about their schools, they don't care about their education, or they don't care about assignments, or they want to just be loud, right? They're showing all these things that impact the classroom, right? If someone is really loud, they can take away from a lecture, could take away from a class assignment. But as a teacher, you kind of have to think about it like, is there something happening in this student's life right now, or something that occurred in their past that's kind of like changed the way they've seen education or seen the classroom space, right? I've definitely encountered situations where, a student had reached out to me specifically that they had just kind of had a bad experience in their during junior high, where they were just so scared to like seek help because their classmates were actually like making fun of them, you know? So kind of their way to handle it going into any educational setting now is to kind of like, instead of showing that they may not understand what's going on in class, they're just going to disrupt class. They're going to mess around. They're not going to turn on their thing. They're not going to participate or seek help. I just had to check in with them and just be like, "Hey, like this is where I feel like you're struggling in my class right now. I remember you brought this up a little bit. Like I want you to know that with me as a teacher, like you don't have to worry about me judging you or making you feel bad if you're seeking help. I understand that things like bullying could occur, or just some sort of traumatic event with a past teacher where you seeking help made you feel really bad about yourself, and now you don't feel comfortable doing that. And you have to put out this exterior, or you have to put out this mask that, like, oh, I don't care, but like deep down you do. So I think as a coming from a teacher's perspective, all of us are very aware that like a student's like exterior personality, or the way they're acting in class, or the way they choose not to do work or participate or not, there's always going to be something on behind that like influence that have become the reason why they may not be as motivated as you'd like them to be. So that's definitely one of the more important things I believe as like an educator, is being aware that like whatever students have going on in their lives outside of school, they're going to bring that into the classroom setting, but they may try to disguise it in some sort of way.
Yeah. And I've noticed that you are like one of the teachers who really checks in to a student and make sure like they're doing good in the class, that they're doing well. And with me, I got the Prophet, the book, and he in this uh poem, it talks about poems. He's talked about teaching. And one of the lines he says, "The musician," also he's referring to the teacher, "may sing to you of the rhythm which is in all space, but he cannot give you the ear which arrests the rhythm, nor the voice that echoes it. And he who is versed in the science of numbers can tell you the regions of weight and measure, but he cannot conduct you thither, tighter." And I feel that that can resemble of how a teacher can like guide you and like support you, but they can't really do it all for you. And you gotta also, it's like, for those baby steps, I guess you could say, like a student could be taking their first steps and the teacher's just like holding their hand. Then, but then teachers gotta let go, then students gotta walk by themselves,